Sanbonani, Ninjani. So this is my first podcast about how to make cosmetic product. So today, ngizonifundisa kabanzi. I will teach you on how to make sunscreen trim product or sunscreen lotions. So yeah, as you can see that these things of making cosmetics product is not easy as people think. Akukho lula ukwenza ama-cosmetic products, so ngizozama ukuthi ngibeke izinto ngendlela elula as possible, because if ngihlangahlanganisa angeke nikhona ukuthi niwenze lama-cosmetic products. So i-goal yami ukuthi try to ukunika abantu ama-skills abangawenza, since nibone ukuthi how is the economy of South Africa is doing. Is very bad, guys. So at least if you have some skills that you can use to help yourself to make money and survive in this difficult economy. So because me, I went to study for this, I know much about how to do cosmetics products. So I will try to give you guys some knowledge on how to survive by doing different cosmetic products. So first of all, if you want to make the sunscreen product, you must make sure that everything that the product, the ingredient that you have will amount to 100%. What I mean about 100% is that if you add all the ingredient, it must make 100%. So we'll have a different ingredient, so those ingredients will have numbers, let's say maybe 5, 6, 95, what 5. So all together those ingredients must make 100. So that's the first thing that you need to know before you start everything. So you must calculate everything. The first thing is to calculate your ingredient. Make sure that your ingredient, they make 100% if you are gonna do a cosmetic product. So first of all, also you must know your product, what kind of product that you will use. So the first product that you must have when you want to make a sunscreen product, it will be Myristate. It's Myristate. Let me spell it for you guys. It's MYRISTYL That's the first ingredient. So in that ingredient, you will put 1,5. That Myristate, you will put 1,5. So that Myristate, the function of it is that it acts as an emollient or as a bodifying agent. So what is an emollient? An emollient will help will help your skin to increase the moisture level. So it will suit your skin, it will make your skin to be moisture. So this is a function of Myristate. And another function of Myristate is that it acts as a bodifying agent, which increase the thickness of the trim. So it make your trim to be thicker. It increase the viscosity of the sunscreen trim. So that is the function. So and then another ingredient that you put is Coccus nucifera, which is coconut oil. You put 5% or 5 ml of coconut oil. So you put 5% or 5 ml or 5 gram of coconut oil. So all in all, it must make 1,000. All in all, sorry, it must make 100%. So we'll put 5 ml of that coconut oil. So we put 5 ml, and then That coconut oil acts as an emollient also, which help you to the skin to be moisture, which suit the skins and help the skin to soften. And then after that, you also put capric triglyceride. We put what? Capric triglyceride. You put 10 of that capric triglyceride. You put 10 of it. So it also acts as an emollient, the function of it. And then you put, after that, you put stearic acid, which you put 3% of stearic acid. We'll put how many? 3% of stearic acid. The stearic acid acts as an emulsifier, which help to it helps to blend and stabilize oil and water based ingredients. So basically it helps to bind or mix the oil and water ingredient to be one, so that there will be no separation. As you know that oil and water does not mix, like it's difficult for it to mix. So this one makes it to combine together, to mix together. That is a stearic acid that you add 3%. And after that, you add a PEG 40 steroid. PEG 40 steroid, which you add 2%. It also, the function of it also emulsify. It will emulsify also your product. So it helps also to mix oil and water based ingredients to be one thing. And then after that, also you put glyceride steroid 2.5%. 2.5%. Please make sure that all these things that I'm telling you, you write them down, or you go back to the video and then write everything down. So you add the glyceride steroid. You add how many? 2.5. It also works as an emulsifier. And then you add dimethicone. You add the 3% of dimethicone. You add 3%. That dimethicone acts also as an emollient. It's not an emulsifier. This one acts as an emollient, which help to suit the skin, which help to make the skin to be moisture. And then you add 2% of titanium dioxide, which is a sunscreen. You add 2% of titanium dioxide, which is a sunscreen. And that sunscreen protect the skin from the sun, harmful ultraviolet UV rays. So it will help you to it will help to protect your skin from the sun. So you add that titanium dioxide, you add 2% of it. That is phase A. So, and then after this, you write it, it's phase A. All this one, but you'll see as we go on how, when we are mixing it. So, all these things that I have told you about, write it as phase A. All those things, write it as phase A. All those things that I've told you about. So you go back and then you write everything that I've told you about. Let me recap those things that I've told you about. I first said you start with Mari style, Mari state. You add 1.5 and then you add 5% of coconut oil. And then you add 10% of capric glyceride. And then you add stearic acid, you add 3%, and then you add PEG 40 steroid 2%, and then you add glyceride steroid 2.5%, and then you add dimethicone 3%, and then you add titanium dioxide 2%. So all of those ingredient that I have mentioned, you put it as phase A. You put it as phase A. And then this one that I'm gonna start, you then write phase B. So you write down as phase B. This one I'm starting. So in phase B we have water, aqua water. So you must make sure that you use aqueous water, clean water, diluent water. You don't use tap water. You use those clean diluent water that they normally use in laboratory. Aqua water. So you do not use tap water. So please make sure that you use those diluent water that they normally use in a lab. Use those clean water, those one that you normally buy, pure water. That is very clean, pure water. So in that water you put how many? 66.8%. You put how many? 66.8%. You put how many? 66.8%. So this is phase B. So you put aqua water 66.8%. So that water acts as a solvent or a diluent. So which help to dissolve other ingredients. So all the ingredients will be dissolved in this water. So and then we go to another one. You add 3% of glycerin. It's still phase B. You add how many? 3% of glycerin. So the function of glycerin acts as a humectant. So a humectant, it helps the skin to retain its moisture or increase or maintain moisture in the skin. So it helps to increase or maintain moisture in the skin. This is a function of humectant. So we use that one, we use glycerin to do that function. So we add 3% of glycerin. So we are done with phase B, and then after this, please add phase C. So let me recap on phase B. On phase B, we add aqueous diluent water, clean pure water of 66.8%, and then we add glycerin of 3%. So that is phase B. In phase C, write down phase C now. Write down phase C. In phase C, we then add fragrance, which is perfume. We add fragrance, which is perfume. We add 0.2 of fragrance or perfume. So the function of fragrance is to give a pleasant smell and to mask those other ingredients which does not smell nice. So you mask them with the perfume or fragrance and to give the cream or sunscreen cream the pleasant odor, the smell that is nice, that will attract the customer. So you put 0.2 of that fragrance. This is phase C. So and then after after this phase, another one, we put gemapine 2. You put gemapine 2. You put 1% of gemapine 2 in phase C. You put 1% of gemapine 2. So gemapine 2 act as a preservative. Gemapine 2. It will act as a preservative. Gemapine 2. So it's on phase C. So preservative, the function of preservative is that it prevents or slows down the growth of microorganisms in the product. So it will prevent or slow down the growth of microorganisms in the product, or the growth of microorganisms that can contaminate or spoil the product. So that's a function of gemapine 2, which is a preservative. So you add it in phase C. So let me recap on phase C. Phase C, we put fragrance 0.2%, and then we put gemapine 2 1%. So and then now we are done. So you can see now that you know all your product. Now you have written down all your product and their function, and then you've written down the percentage. So and then you count those percentage. It must make 100%. Make sure that everything, when you count it, it must make 100%. So please go back to the video and check if it makes 100% what I've said. And then if it makes 100%, you know that this thing is correct. So you make sure that everything that you have counted makes 100%. So and then now we go now, and then we do the practical part now. We do everything. So we are mixing it now. We're mixing everything that we have counted. So we have weighed everything now, and then we know what this one we need how many mil or gram to make 100%. So make sure that this thing will makes 100% all in all. So in phase A, you weigh every product that I've mentioned that is phase A. Those every product you weigh it to make sure that every percentage that I've said it's accurate. So you make sure that everything that I've said is accurate. You weigh it, and then you put it. You weigh it except titanium dioxide. So you don't weigh titanium dioxide. You weigh everything, and then you put it into a 250 ml of a beaker. I'm not sure if it makes sense. You weigh everything of those face A ingredients except titanium dioxide, which is a sunscreen. You weigh everything, and then you put it in the 250 ml beaker. Everything that you have weighed, you put it in the 310 in the 250 ml beaker. You weigh marestal, maristate, coconut oil, capric glyceride, stearic acid, PEG40 stearide, glyceride stearide, and dimethicone, and then you put it in a 250 ml beaker, except the titanium dioxide. And then you put everything into that beaker. And after that, you weigh what? You weigh phase B. In phase B, as I told you, most Uguti, you wear phase B now. You wear phase B, which is water, pure water that I've told you about, those clean pure water from the lab. You wear those water in the 250 ml beaker and glycerin. And then you put them in the 250 beaker. You weigh it in the weighing pot, in your scale, and then you put it in the 250 beaker. Those two, you put it in the beaker. Those two. So you first put 250. You first put those one, the phase A, except titanium dioxide, into a 250 ml beaker. Everything, you combine it there, you wear it, and then after that you put you wear phase B, which is water, solvent water, clean water, pure water, and then glycerin, and then you put it in 250 ml beaker, and then you heat them both faces separate into the 60. You heat them to 65 to 70 degrees. So you make sure that you heat both phase A and phase B separately. Don't mix them. You heat 250 ml beaker to be 65 to 70 degrees, and then you heat phase B, which is water and glycerin, to 65 to 70. And then after heating them, you wear those titanium dioxide in the weighing pot, and you add those sunscreen into the melted phase A. So now everything in phase A has melted, and you heated them to 60 to 65 degrees. After it has melted, because now it's 60 to 55 degrees, it has heated, you then pour titanium dioxide, which is a sunscreen, inside. After you have heated them, you make sure that you then pour titanium dioxide inside it. You make sure that you heat everything, and then after heating the phase A, you then wear titanium dioxide separately, and then you make sure that you put it in the melted phase A. When everything that you have heated has melted, you put when everything has heated to 65 to 70 degrees, you then put titanium dioxide, and then you stir everything now with a spatula or anything, or with a spoon. You make sure that you stir everything until everything is completely dispersed, until everything is completely, there is nothing left, there is no granules left, there's nothing that is left on the beaker. It's completely dispersed everything. You make sure that you stir everything nicely, completely, that there are no leftover. Everything is stirred completely, and it is dispersed completely. And then after that, and then you make sure that you place, if you don't have, you place a steer plate, which will make sure that it also steer that I'm going to have face B. Now you are into face B. Now after make sure that now you have stirred everything from face A, you must make sure that you also stir everything in face B, that it stirred completely. You must make sure that you stir that glycerin and water. It must combine, and it must be stirred completely. You must make sure that you stir everything. It must be completely stirred. It must be nicely stirred until everything is dispersed. Also, phase B, you do the same thing as phase A. You stir it until everything is properly dispersed. And then after that, and after that, and after that, after stirring phase B, you make sure that you add phase A slowly into phase B. You make sure that you add that phase A, you add it into the phase B, and then you stay again for 5 minutes or until everything is combined, it's properly combined, homogenized. So you make sure that you add phase A and then you add it to phase B. After stirring phase B, you make sure that you add your phase A, you add it to phase B, and then you stir nicely until everything is combined and homogenized. You can stir for 5 to 10 minutes until you make sure that everything now is combined, everything now is mixed all together nicely. So, but it must be between 5 to 10 minutes. You must make sure that you don't stay less than 5 minutes. You must make sure that you stay for more than 5 minutes until everything is completely mixed. And then after mixing phase A with phase B, you cool everything. Make sure that everything is cool to 45 to 50 degrees while slowly stirring. I need to keep on stirring, and then you have your thermometer, you check the temperature with how is the temperature now. When it comes to 45 to 50 degrees, you then add phase C. Remember we had phase C and a phase C, which is Gemma Bean 2, which is our preservative and fragrance, which is our perfume, and then you add it now. You add it onto that phase A and B. You add it onto that mixed product that you have mixed phase A and B. You add now phase C, but make sure you cool it to 45 to 50 degrees. And then after cooling it while stirring, and then you then add phase C, which is Gemma Bean 2 and fragrance. And then after adding those two, preservative and perfume, and then fragrance, and then you then stir. You stir until it become creamy. You know most your lotion, how do they look? You add everything until they become creamy, until everything is mixed, they become creamy. So you add everything, and then you see that it will start to become thick. You see that you add properly. You don't add, because if you don't stir properly, you will see that there will be separation. You will see oil and water. So every time make sure, the one thing that makes people to fail in doing this cosmetics is that they don't stir properly. They stir like, or they don't have a stirrer which will stir everything proper from the bottom. So make sure that you have a good stirrer which will stir your cream nicely from the bottom to the top, and then it will mix it properly until it becomes smooth, like until it becomes creamy. Make sure that you stir, like you mix it until it becomes creamy. So we will not use any color, it will be white. So you see that your sunscreen cream or your sunscreen lotion will be white. So you make sure that you stir it until it becomes creamy and smooth, and then you see good, now it's a lotion. So you make sure that it becomes creamy and smooth. So make sure that everything will become nicely creamy and smooth. And then after that, and then after that you then check for the pH. Normally your pH must be between 6 to 7, 6.5 to 7. So if it's less than that, maybe 4 or over that, it will become acidic to your skin. So make sure that your pH plays between 6.5 to 7. So you check those pH, and then you check the texture. If it's trim, make sure that your texture is trim, and also make sure that you can smell your fragrance, like your, but the fragrance are not you will, it will depend which fragrance did you choose. So you check your viscosity, you check those color, you check your texture, and then yeah, I think that's all. And then yeah, if you have any comments or if you have any question, you can then comment below, and then please subscribe to my channel. This is my first episode on my podcast. So my name is Pepelo Kupega. So this is my first episode. So please subscribe on my YouTube channel, which is Pepelo Kupega. So, and then you can see that I'm still new, so the way I'm explaining it, maybe you can help me to improve on how to explain things, because this is my first episode. So as we go together, we'll improve together, and then yeah, we'll make a lot of videos. So, and then I will explain a lot of things. I will explain those ingredients, everything. I will teach you, like the cosmetics, how it done, everything from scratch, everything. So yeah, today I was just wanted to teach you on how to make the sunscreen trim lotion. So thank you, see you on next episode. Bye.